It's like a pizza crunch without the batter. It's like the wood juice without the water. You'll never get the knickers I found without some premeditated batter. Premeditated batter.
Let me put this one into you first there. When Joe was young, and I was obviously young as well, but Joe was maybe about 10 or 12, I don't know, maybe 11, 10 or 11 or something. My dad says to me, Johnny Boy, he says, that fuck pig's fucking got the police at the door. He's up in the Orlanos. My sister, she get married. I want you to go in there and bring him fucking round here. And I went, hey, okay then. And he said, don't be long. Don't have me come fucking look for yous. So I got up to Lanners and Joe's there and I said, Joseph, see, fucking he wants you down that road. And he went, fucking hell, man, what are you doing it? And I said, fucking hell, tell me about it. So anyway, I goes into Joe, comes up to the house, and he's giving Joe it tight, you know, the verbal on the finger, and fucking pointing, etc, etc. You fuck pig this and you fuck pig that, and you're fucking no use, or fucking you come to the use, you're a fucking dog, and this, that, and next thing. So anyway, yeah, this kind of a sick kind of sense of humour, and he was quite witty as well at times. You know what I mean? Aye. So he's like, you know what? We had a bunker, we had a coal bunker in a house in Carntine, where the coal used to get put in it. You know, back then we had the coal fires. So we cleaned all that out. We put the Alsatian in there. Then when the door goes, with Doug would be barking away. So he's like, you know what? He's got shouting at the dog, Rebel, whatever its name was. Come on, in here, you come in here. In here, son, you come in here, home comforts. He says, you cunt, you get in there, he says to Joe, in that fucking bunker. And that fucking door, that door goes, I want to hear you barking. And it was fucking tragic, you know what I mean? I was fucking like, what the fuck, man? That fucking door goes, I want to hear you bark. So, when Joe was in the bunker, he would keep it to the door as if it was funny and rattle a letterbox for Joe to fucking bark. I mean, it was fucking sad.
But your dad would go out and rattle the letterbox?
He wouldn't go to the door, he would just go to he'd creep up to the door and tap the letterbox for the inside.
Right,
yeah.
So he would bark?
Aye.
And did he do it?
That was a fucking shame, you know.
Oh,
But, and that always haunted me, yeah. That always fucking haunted me. And only, and it haunted me even more when I was in Pt.2 prison, and it was on the dirty protest down in the punishment block, when the guys in the hall shouted out, because they'd heard it on the radio. I mean, I've had any radios like that. Johnny Boy, fucking, your Joe's been arrested for the murders, the Doyle family, yeah. And I fucking slid off the window. My head was fucking gone. But I always thought back to, how can I help a poor wee cunt, you know what I mean? When I thought back to, oh, Andy doing that to him in the coal bunker, you know what I mean? And I thought, fuck, you know what? He's no here anymore, now we really got to fucking each other now. So I vowed then to Joe, I can fucking do to help you, I'll put everything on hold, I'll fucking come and I'll get you, I'll do everything and anything to get you to expose these cunts for their fucking wrongdoing, you know what I mean, the coppers. So, and we ended up on an island, me and Joe, after the incident, which I'll tell you about in a wee minute. Me and Joe were on an island, and the BBC were out interviewing us. When Joe's on the run for the jail, and I've been police bailed because I've been arrested for breaking Joe, plus four other fucking prisoners escaped from Saucon at the same time. So I've gotten police bail because they're saying that we know what you're up to, you know what you've done this and you know what you've done that. But anyway, they let me out in police bail, so they say, mate, you get in touch with Joe again, if you hear anything about it, we're going to come back and arrest you. You'll be going untried. So I'm fucking on an island with Joe. The boat with the BBC's further down in the water. We're up a wee bit high up on the island. We're in a tent, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. I fucking felt like putting my hand on him and cuddling him. You know what I mean? And I thought, I can't do this. I'll fucking break down and it'll spoil it. You know what I mean? Because I had to keep up the fucking, I'm all right, Joe. We'll fucking deal with these cunts.
Aye.
And I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
You had to be that kind of rock for him.
And it hurted me. That fucking tore me to bits. You know what I mean? To think what we went through to get to where we were. And I mean, then to reflect back on what had happened to him before he even fucking got into trouble in the first place, you know what I mean? We all handy. But that's what he done, that door, that fucking, when that door goes, you bark. Yeah, but anyway, there was a time when Joe was on the run, we run a house in Paisley. It was owned by a guy called Stuart Gillespie, kind of mafia guy, great guy, good guy. And he, in his way of helping us out, he put up some money, plus he put me and Joe up in a townhouse there. But it was a wee bit kind of nervy, you know what I mean? I said to Joe, I don't feel comfortable. I knew we were safe, you know what I mean? It was just one of the feelings you got. I said, I don't feel comfortable, Joe. I says, you know what, just in the off chance something goes wrong here, Joe, I'm going to video you. And you tell your story, Joe, but I'll just put on an accent as if it's not me, do you know what I mean? So, and by this time, I saw in the newspapers that Joe's on the trot, and Tommy Campbell's holding a press conference in the special unit. So Sky Television's going down to Ballini in the next couple of days to do an interview with Tommy via a link, but they thought Joe was going to go down and join the conversation by sneaking into the visiting room with a wig or something on and walking right into the building, and just another way on the ceiling, no, but so I'm videoing Joe and I'm like, Joseph, you mind telling the public why you're doing this, why you're escaping from prison and hand yourself in? You want to tell people here? And Joe's telling his story, and so maybe after about half an hour or an hour, whatever it was, I've got the tape out, and there's an author called Douglas Skelton. He's quite a good writer. He's wrote a few good fiction books on crime, but he's also wrote a book on the case of Joe Steele and Tommy Campbell. What is it called again? Ah, God, man. Frightener. The book was called Frightener, because apparently Tommy Campbell made a statement to the police saying the death were never meant to happen, was meant to just be a frightener. So Douglas wrote the book. So I know Douglas is part of the Sky Television crew debate with Tommy Campbell in his cell in Ballini.
Okay.
And I'm in cahoots with them. And I said, look, I've got a tape here. Douglas, I've got a tape here of your Joe. He went, get it to me. So I've got it to him. And well, me and Joe's off, went away. I took him to a pal of mine down in London, a guy called Barney Platts Mills. His old man was a barrister, a High Court judge barrister, Barney's dad there. And plus he's quite well off, big Barney. And he'd also married into the William Younger Tartan Special family, you know, Younger's Tartan beer.
Right, okay.
Well, Barney married William Younger's daughter. Her name was Caroline, and they end up, I've been up to the castle. They end up, they get a castle for a wedding present off a
castle?
Aye, her dad, aye. And quite a lot. So he was quite well connected, and plus he came to visit me in the Ballini Special, and this guy Barney Platts Mills. But he was quite well connected. So I contacted, Barney met me in the Ballini Special, and he came up to write a story on my childhood. He wanted to make a film about it. So I'd met him up there, and he became friends. And so I contacted Barney when I got out from Ironside in 1992. And I said, why don't you get in touch with me? I said, we're going to start a campaign to get our Joe out. And he said, well, will you just let me know whatever? He said, I can get you hauled up, you know what I mean? So you'll never be found. So when we left the scene after getting Douglas the tape, with me interviewing Joseph, fucking phone was ringing. And I was like, hello, fucking hell, Johnny, well done, man, well done, brother. I went, done what? He said, that interview you done with Joe, that was class. I went, how the fuck do you know it was me? He went, fucking hell, you couldn't have the guys that advised, Johnny. I went, fucking never, man. And the other cunts were saying, oh, fucking well done, Johnny. I went, fucking hell, Joe, I'm done, man. He's like, what fucking... So I'm in my bed this morning, and I was staying in Gathamlock. I told you I stayed in 999 Gatlock Road, a really unlucky fucking address, as you can well imagine. But this house that I got, my first house ever, was called believe it or not, Golfer 4, number 4 Golfer Street.
Aye, right.
I swear to God.
Fuck's sake.
And I was like to Joe, I said,
That's a sign.
I said, Joe, this is good. Because the Golfer 4 were fucking, they were on the road, or they were out. I went, I'm a fucking a street called the Golfer 4. I said, I fucking begin to feel lucky. I fucking that other fucking this 999 Gatlock Road fucking knocked us all scatty. Have you cut done life sentences? So anyways, I'm in the house this morning, and I'm looking, here's the big chap at the door. And I'm in a bottom flat, and a big corner garden, a big massive garden. I opened the bedroom Monday, and I fucking, here we go, man. I said, what is it? Hey, fucking, you know what it is? Open the fucking door. It was CID. It was CID for Glasgow and CID for Edinburgh. Because the Edinburgh coppers were through looking for all the ones that escaped from Edinburgh, including their Joe and the other boys that fucking that got through the fence. They gave Joe 20 minutes start, but they let him. He got away, and then they followed suit. So I said, what is it? He said, sits in the house. He said, where's Joe? I says, well, I don't know where he is now. And I fucking know by now. I went, fuck me, man. They've heard they've heard the videotape. So I can't say I don't know where he is. So like, where is he? I went, I don't fucking know where he is. He said, when did you last speak to him? I said, a couple of days ago. He said, so you admit you were in touch with him? I said, aye. He said, well, how did you get in touch with him? I said, well, some cunt tapped my door. I said, I answered the door, and there was 2 guys standing there. They had a photograph of your Joe, holding that day's daily record with the date on it. Your Joe standing with the daily. He said, we've got Joe, Johnny. He says, he wants to talk to you. He says, would you be all right to come with us? And we need to either wear a mask, either wear a blindfold, or keep your head down in the back of the motor. And the copper says, oh, did they? And I went, aye. He says, so what did you up for? I said, I wasn't fucking for wearing a mask. I don't know who these guys are. And they say, so what did you keep your head down? So where do you think he went to? I said, I don't fucking know where I went to. My head was going fucking all roads. I said, I don't know, I was mad as a mongoose. And I don't mean by drugs or anything like that. I said, I knew what I was going to get to meet my brother. I said, what was I was quite glad to and willing to do. I said, I don't even know who these fucking guys were. It could be fucking murderers, terrorists for all I knew. He said, so what happened then, Johnny? I said, well, we kept me fucking many times the car stopped. I went, I said, you're asking fucking silly questions, mate. I said, I don't even know where I'm going. I said, well, you're stopping at traffic lights, you're stopping for this reason or that reason. I don't know, they could have stopped and reversed the fucking car and took another detour. I said, I'm not looking. I don't want to even look. I don't even want to know who they are. I said, so I don't want to do nothing that's going to jeopardise my meeting with old Joe. So he says, so what happened? I said, well, we took it into this house. What kind of house was it? I said, it was a bottom flat, townhouse. I think I said it was the right hand side, but it was the left hand side. He says, so when you went in there, he says, what did Joe? I said, well, we were cuddling each other. I said, fucking hell, brah. Fucking glad you're okay. I said, what is going on? And the copper says, so what was going on? I said, well, these guys that took me through to say to our Joe, they says I was telling the coppers, they says to me, listen, Johnny, were you involved in ice cream wars? Because we want to know about the ice cream wars and the selling of drugs for ice cream vans, etc. Joe says that kind of thing didn't happen, and we don't really want to be wasting our time here. So the copper says to me, so is that what we're interested? He said, they're looking for, they're trying to get that, they're trying to get stories that they can print, newspaper reporters there. He says, so what happened? I said, well, I says to him, I can't talk about anything with ice cream wars, I would never have involved in them. I said, and if Joe can't tell you about ice cream wars, what the papers are saying, then there's always a reason behind it, and he's already told you it's all the crap. I said, so, he said, so you can't help us? And I said, no, I can't help you. He said, well, we need to take you back, and he said, we'll drop you off. I said, well, see, before you take me off, I said, they had a tripod and a camera set up in the living room. I said, see, before you take me back, I said, I don't know, obviously you're not going to let Joe come with me. I said, Joe doesn't want to cause a scene to get recaptured. Would there be any chance of you letting me interview him? He went, oh, you want to do that? I went, yeah. He said, on you go then. She said, we'll just sit here with you. I said, so I interviewed old Joe, and I was talking polite, so that I wasn't using the the Scottish dialect. I said, and I said, tell us, Joseph, fucking almost talking like a fucking Cockney or an Englishman. I said, tell us, Joseph, why you're bringing this to the attention of the public with your escapes. I says, and that's the way the interview went. I says, and well, once it was finished, I shook hands and cuddled old Joe. The guys were taking Joe somewhere else and they were dropping me off first. I says, and I got the tape and I gave it to the author who wrote the book Frightener. Yeah. I said, so that was how you ended up on the news then, Johnny? I said, I didn't even know, was it on the news? He went, you know on the news. He says, well, I'll tell you what, he says, see these guys, Johnny, has got your Joe, they're sensationalising everything and they're making fortunes with it. He says, so you've done the right thing. He said, you could identify them again. I said, no, I didn't even fucking look them in the eye, mate. I said, I only asked them not to look. I says, and they probably wigs on anyway. I said, so I just done what I done for your Joe. So that was the last time you seen him. I went, aye. He said, right, look, we'll let you out of noon, just to let you out of police bail. He said, but if you get in touch with Joe again, you need to phone us right away. Because otherwise you will get arrested. And they would have, if I'd have says, no, I've no spoke to your Joe, and then you know what happened there. You know, you fucking, you're on tape fucking interview.
They just whipped it right out and now he's in the co-op shop, innit, man?
Yeah. So, where was I going with this story now?
So we'll talk about, because that time, because I was asking you about Father McDonald, and I think you contacted him at this point. Aye,
so that's right. We're actually in the house.
In the safe house?
Aye, we're in the safe house. So I says to Joe, don't feel comfortable, Joe. I'm fucking going to need to interview you in case something goes wrong. I need to get it off to Sky Television, to Douglas. He'll take it to the Sky TV crew. The big meeting's taking place in the Millennium Special net via satellite fucking dish, yeah. With Tommy Campbell, who's jumped on the bandwagon because Joe's already created all his publicity with a mass escape for Sauckland, 5 escaped there. So Tommy's jumped on the bandwagon, and then we've jumped on the bandwagon right behind him with the video. So I says to Joe, I say, it's getting a wee bit, I mean, Joe, we're getting a great bit of PR here. I said, but I've just got a fucking feeling. I said, I think maybe we should just get up and move. I said, and once I did the video. But before we left, I says to Joe, I've got a wee idea here, Joe. I said, but I need to consult Father McDonald about it before I know it's even feasible. And he knew about Father McDonald, you know what I mean? When he used to come and visit me in the special, that we would often talk about, you know what I mean? And you come up and visit me, Father McDonald. I think he come up once when Joe was there. The Joe got brought from Perth with Jim down to the Millennium Special for a day to visit me, you know what I mean? Aye, yeah. So I phoned Father McDonald because I'd had his phone number since he started visiting me. I never had his phone number when I was in the cages. So when we went to the special, he came down to visit me and left me his phone number and his house address and that. He brought his family, brought his brother and his wife down there. And they still with the wee bit of verse. But anyway, I says to Father McDonald, I says, Father, I said, it's Johnny Boy. I said, I've got your Joe here. And he said, oh, Johnny, we've been following it, all the newspapers on the news. He says, on praying for your wee mother, etc., praying for Joe. It seems as if you're never going to give in, but we're all aiming for you, we're all praying for you. I says, I wonder if you could help me out here, Father. I said, this probably maybe involve you, albeit it might be indirectly, but then I'll leave that to you to say whatever that is. He said, what can I do? I said, would you be able to find out if our Joe could get sanctuary in the church? I says, now that he's on the run for the prison, I said there was a time that you could get sanctuary in a church and the police couldn't come in and arrest you because it was against the law to come into the house of God and ransack it and, you know, whatever else. He said, I can find it out for you, Johnny. He said, but I'll probably need to get back to you tomorrow. He said, I'll go to the library. He said, I'll research it. And he went, I shall do that for you. So Joe's like that. I said, I've got your Joe here, I'll put you on to him. I said, I think he wants to ask you something anyway. So he's on to talk to your Joe for about 20 minutes or so. And I heard Joe saying, Joe had a wee friend, she was a nun in Salton prison. And she was fond of Joe, and Joe was fond of her. And my ma was fond of her, because my ma used to go up with my sisters and my pals. The wee nun would always come here and sit down and talk to mother and sisters and Brenda and talk to her Joe and wee cups of coffee and tea. So she became quite friendly with the family. So Joe says to Father McDonald, Father, would you think you'd be able to, I'm not even sure of her name, Sister Teresa, but it's something like that. Could you be able, hypothetically speaking, could you get me Sister Teresa's phone number? I was quite friendly in prison. He went, oh yes, I can do that for you, Joe, so we'll get that for you and I'll phone you back tomorrow. So he phoned back the next day, and he had the nun's phone number for our Joe, and he had the news, but he had the news for me. It wasn't so good news. He says that loophole closed, Johnny, about the sanctuary and the church about 18 months ago. The British government closed it because of what was happening with the IRA. They were all hollowed up in the churches throughout Ireland and elsewhere. You know what I mean? So, but it was great to talk to the wee priest again, and he often asked me. He didn't often ask me at all. He asked me if I wanted to give my confessions when I first met him, and I didn't really trust him, because he looked to me like a wee kind of he looked like a wee kind of. He had an image of a criminal for death row. He had a wee kind of bulldog face, you know. And in fact, he showed me his passport photo. I said, "You look as if you've just come out of death row." He said, "Yeah, a couple of people said that." So I said to him, "I don't want to give my confession. I don't even want to talk about God." I said, "I'm not even talking to him." I said, "I've got my doubts about you know who up there." I said, "No, I have nothing I can say about him, and it's going to be any good." You know what I mean? So I'd rather not talk about that. I said, "But if you want to sit down and talk," he was outside the cage, and I was in the cage. I had to get him a chair. He was outside, and the screws were outside the cell door. And I said, "I don't mind talking to you about my life, upbringing and that." I said, "But I don't want to talk about religion." I said, "Because they're out there, they're earwigging." I said, "They put it all down in a report about you." I said, "I don't want that." He said, "That's not a problem." And as the months were on, you're only meant to be in the cage 3 or 4 months at any one particular time, and then you get sent back to your ordinary prison, the prison you came from. So, and there was a time when wee Father McDonald went on holiday, and I can really began to miss him. And oh man, my wee pal's not here. Because we used to him when we were having a wee crack with him, and he became a nice wee guy. I got he went from that criminal look, that death row look, to a nice wee human being. You know what I mean? A wee glow off him, you know.
Aye, he dimed in the rough.
So I became quite pal with him, and I felt really bad that I wouldn't open up to him. You know what I mean? But you know, all he was asking me for was, "Just give me a confession, Johnny." He says, "And I'll pass the message on to God, and hopefully we can get you into the pearly gates up there." And it always bothered me, and part of me was going, "Ah, feck that, I'm not doing it, man." And I was lying there one evening, and I thought, I went, "I'm going to write a bit of verse for him. Rather than talk it," I said, I'll write it." So I was sitting there, I managed to get a bit of
Here's your phone.
I've got a wee bit. I'm still getting interviewed, Lorna. Aye. Love you, head, bye. I thought I turned that off, man. Turned it down. Sorry about that, John.
That's all good, mate. It's all good.
So, I better know what I'll do.
I think you get a few messages.
Eh?
I think you get a couple of messages.
Did I? Let me just... Fucking hell. I put it on airplane mode. That should work, eh?
Aye, aeroplane mode, that'll be, nobody will be able to get a hold of you just in
Aye,
case.
that's fine. Have we got to go again, John?
Aye, so even if we just take it back to...
I know where I'm at, aye.
Aye, so if you just take it back just like a wee sentence before, just so I can edit it in.
Yeah.
That way, so maybe, what, he was asking you about a confession, you were thinking about a confession.
Yeah, so Father McDonald, he was quite hopeful maybe that he was going to get a confession off me once at some point, and I was reluctant to do so. Probably because the screws were standing outside, eerie wigging in, and they could use that against you, do you know what I mean? So, and it bothered me, and my conscience was bothering me, and part of me was saying, just give him it, Johnny. And the other wee voice said, no, don't. And so I said, okay, so I compromised with me and the other guys that was in my head. I said, come up, I'll write it. I'll compromise, I'll just write it, and I'll pass it to him. So I thought up a title, Fool's Gold. And it goes like, I went in search of gold, Father, with blood upon my hands. Without this gold, my life seemed cold, yet with it, life is grand. I went and sought this gold, with one foot in the fire. Oh, so much gold to have and to hold, somehow strengthened my desire. But now that I have this precious metal, which gave me such a thrill, it seems my mind will never settle. It screams, it never will. One careless step, a thoughtless deed, and I've thrown away my life. To steal this gold there was no need, nor to spill blood with my knife. Many long years have now gone past, and nigh all the gold is spent, and for me the end is coming fast, yet my soul ain't worth a cent. And yet every day it haunts me, I hear a whisper in the cold, and I fear the devil will want me, as I the gold. So I slipped it to him, and I said, that's for you, do not give that to them out there. And I kept in touch with him for many years after it, and right up until probably a couple of months before he died, I was aware of the fact that he still had that bit of verse in his wallet, and when he was still working in the prisons as a priest and in the hospitals with all the kids that was dying with a drug overdose, etc., he would tell me, I would often take it and read it to them. Many of them, Johnny, it's been well worn, he said, but I've still got it. And then I found out he died when I was doing a podcast with James English, because James English wanted to go and interview him and just talk about the bit of verse and how he met me. I said, and that was when I found out he died, and I said I was kind of gutted, because I had many an opportunity to go up there and see him, and just didn't get round to...
I seen your final goodbyes.
You know what I mean? Just didn't get round to getting up there and doing it, you know what I mean? And that's a fucking bad habit, man. I could have done it with a few. Somebody said, you need to go and see so-and-so, so I said, I'll go up and see him, and left it too late, you know what I mean? It's a scunner, you know?
That's life, innit, man? It's so unpredictable.
But a lovely wee guy he turned out to be, and you know, it was the good thing was, I mean, we had a lot of gangsters on my side, Joe and I, you know, all over Scotland and England, when it came to help with the campaign for our Joseph, and it was a great feeling and well appreciated, and there was money coming in here, there, and you know, other places. But to have Father McDonald on my side and the wee nun that was Joe's pal, that was gave a whole new different perspective. You know what I mean?
It kind of balanced out the scales, didn't it?
And I was like, Joe, man, I fucking felt as if I was at the pearly gates, man, when we were getting this feedback for the wee nun and the wee priest, because it's for a different angle into it.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I was really quite chuffed that Father McDonald took the time out to come and help, you know, to see if we could get the sanctuary, and obviously kept in touch with us all the years, and you know, still kept in touch with him when Joe was escaping and following him in, you know what I mean? Still praying for you, he says, yeah. So it was a great feeling. Really lovely wee guy. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's like,
and it's funny how you can meet such a beautiful person in a really bad place, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I met when I was in a cage, you know.
See, when you wrote that poem for him, did you feel as if it was a release for you in terms of a confession without giving too much away?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really too sure if I felt anything about that particular poem, because I was doing a lot of writing at that time. But I know when I wrote my autobiography, The Bird That Never Flew, and that was some release. Especially oh my God, man, you're reliving, you know what I mean? Your pen's doing the walking, and it's slow walking, do you know what I mean? You can talk about it, and before you know it, the story's done and dusted. But you sit down and write, and then you're opening all the winds up, you know what I mean? And as you're writing, you're analysing, and you can see clearly, you know what I mean? And you can see where it's went wrong, and you see what it could have been done to put it right, and it really fucking bust me wide open, man. I had to stop and greet, and only when I was greeting, I felt better after that, because we were talking about a serious amount of tears, you know what I mean?
It's like a purge almost.
Yeah, it was really just like reliving again, Jordan, you know what I mean? And Joe was talking to me there about writing his book, you know what I mean? He's writing his book, actually. And now that Joe's starting to talk about his life and what happened to him in the prison and that, because Joe was he was kind of reserved, or Joe, or he was kind of introverted when it came to talking to newspapers and podcasters and the likes of that. But amongst the gang, he's got the gift of the gab, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So, and I says to him, Joe said, I fucking feel great now, Johnny. He says, no, and he's talking with my dad and that. I said, Joe, I said, this is you, you're reliving it all again. This is probably the last. Once you get this out, you'll not realise just how much weight you'll lose mentally, you know what I mean? Because it's a big relief. It's a relief you didn't know it was. It's like a fucking safety valve. We don't know it's there. Till you bring it to the surface.
Like Pandora's box.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you open it, you can't shut it.
You bring it to the surface, and you've no idea the effect it will have on you. I mean, you just fucking you see all the things that you try to hide. All the things that you try to hide and say, oh, fucking that's no me, I wouldn't do it. And it all opens up, I say, and then you can see it all clearly. I say, so whenever you do write your book, you know, you've got to bear in mind, Joe, that you're a voice for a lot of people, you know what I mean? You're a voice for people who are no longer here, people who've been through the same suffering as yourself. Yeah, you're here to represent the guys who are here, who can't express themselves the way you maybe can express yourself. And so we're here we're representing prisoners all over, and not just prisoners, we're representing people who've never been in jail either. Because we've got a story to tell that the two of us took on the whole system, the whole family took on the whole system. So some were friends, but long term we took on the whole system. You know, and to take on the system, you're taking on an army, and half it's invisible, you know what I mean? You're taking on an army, and they've got the weight of the world behind them, and they can throw it on top of your shoulders at any time. So there's never going to be an easy fight, and people who have been in the same predicament as yourself don't even know where to start, you know what I mean? They don't even know where to start. And that's what I say to your Joe, when I was up in Pt.2 prison, and Joe got arrested, well, the first thing the governor done was keep me. Screws come up and say, Johnny, the governor wants to talk to you. He said, it's quite in your interest if you go down there and see him. And we were on the dirty protest at this time. It was about 10 years or something, and it was the worst protest in the mainland of Britain. They brought a body, a community over from Ireland, a body of councillors or prison officers or whatever, and we found out that the Scottish officials were trying to figure out how they dealt with the IRA when they were doing the dirty protest, and the feedback was, well, the IRA fucking just put it in their cell. These guys are taking it outside and flinging it at the tappies and bouncing the shit bombs off the ceilings and putting it in keyholes. He says, we never really dealt with this kind of thing. So I've just been told, bear in mind, that our Joe has been arrested for the Doyle murders. Somebody shouted for the hall, quite a few guys actually. So I go down and see the governor, and I say, what is it? And I'm on the blanket myself. I say, what is it? He went, listen, Johnny, he said, your mother's in a hell of a state. You know, because all Andy's did by this time, all Mal Padden's she's just passed away. And how would you like to go down to Ballina to be with Joe? His trial was looming up. He says, so you're there for him, to comfort him, and you want to need to be there for your mother as well. So they were killing two birds with one stone. They knew that I was going to go down there anyway and take that opportunity, and plus they knew that with them getting me out of the cell block, the protest would keep an edge, you know what I mean? So I said, aye, I would. Yeah, I'll go down. And I goes down to Ballina, and to Beehall, I think it was I was in. And I know the screws don't want me there. I know I'm not welcome in there because of the previous carry on with the escape. And Joe gets sentenced. I'm sitting in the dining hall, actually, in Ballina. Maybe 100 odd guys sitting in it. And they've got the radio on the last day of the trial. And it came out the radio saying that Joe and Tommy had been found guilty, yeah. So I says to the guy who was sitting below the radio, I said, turn that fucking thing off. But when I came down there, people were, I think some guys were trying to impress me. He fancy fucking going on the hunger strike. And I went, what for? He fucking hell, he caved in for fucking refusing to eat food. I said, what the fuck's the point of this? I said, why take a hostage? We'll take a hostage. I said, but I'm not going to get my fucking, I'm down here to see my brother, who's lying in the fucking untried, went to be fucking sent for all these murders. I said, I'm down here to comfort him, comfort my family. I've done all sorts of fucking years up there and all sorts of riots, all sorts of fucking escapes. I said, you're asking me to knock back a fucking sausage because of its size? I went, what's going to happen? They're going to fucking go like, you ringleader, back up the fucking road, and I don't get to see my fucking family. I said, nah. I said, if you want to fucking take hostages, this was in the dining hall. I said, if you want to take hostages, I said, I don't fucking mind that. I said, but I'm not going to get kicked out here for this reason. So what happened was we were talking about we were going to strike. So the chief, guy called Jim will fix it. He's the chief in there, he's chief, and there's Andy Gallagher, the governor. So the chief comes in and he's looking about and he's sussing out what the situation is. And I'm doing for one reason only. I made it quite clear I'm doing to get our Joe, to help Joe, to be here for him when he gets sent, because I know it's fucking, I know it's happening, do you know what I mean? And me and my other brother Jim, we ended up arguing in the visiting room up in Peterhead before I went down there. And Jim was saying to my mother, you know, we all good intentions. Ma, don't worry, hen, our Joe will get out. And I went, talk a lot of shite, Jim. Fucking, ma, you better get your wee coat of armour on here. My brother's fucking gone nowhere. And don't you listen to anybody. They're not going to fucking concoct a big case like this with all the fucking lies I've told about Joe and Tommy Campbell. And they think that for people to think they're going to go out. I said, everybody will believe the coppers. So if they're saying it wasn't Joe said it wasn't me that lit the match, and Tommy's saying it was only meant to be a frightener, I said, you're going up in front of a jury. I said, we're talking babies, nothing involved in this murder. I said, I'm not saying we'll never get out. I said, but I'll tell you now, he's not going to get out. You keep your coat of armour on, mother. Your wee invisible coat of armour, I say, because the minute you take that off and you get let down, you'll feel the bullet wounds. You keep that on and protect yourself. And I'll keep you right as long as I can keep you right. But I won't tell you any lies. I said, you've got people up at the visiting room. I went to the visiting room once and this family came up to see me. My mother's there. And my mother's lying like that on the table where he'd down on the, it's got the glass, you know what I mean? And I fucking thought, Jesus Christ, look as if my mother just passed away, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, you okay, man? She lifted her head up. And I went, how you doing, Mum? She went, oh, Johnny. And it was fucking heartbreaking. I felt like fucking grabbing her myself and curling her, you know what I mean? I felt like kicking the fucking glass in and grabbing her and taking her down for getting a kiss and a cuddle, do you know what I mean? And so I'm saying to the family who came up with my mother, how's it looking? And one of them went at me, it's looking good, Johnny. I went, what are you fucking pointing winking to me? I said, my mother's fucking going to get the brunt of this. I said, you need to tell the truth here. Don't fucking stand there and wink and think and say, all's good, as if they say, don't let your man know. Do you know what I mean? And that was the worry, because that would have been the biggest shock of her life if she was unprepared for it.
No, 100%.
And I had to say to her, Ma, says, you need to keep your coat of armour, don't you listen to anybody. Because in cases like this, suddenly all the Philadelphia lawyers come out the woodwork. I said, they couldn't get themselves out of breach of the peace. I said, no, I can only go on my experience, my knowledge, mother. I said, I've learned the hard way. And as I'm telling you, he's not going to get out. But that doesn't mean to say he's not going to go in the future, but we're going to need to fight like fuck, and we need to stick together, and we need you to stay strong. And it gave her the wee boost that she needed, you know what I mean? But when I was down there, and I got to see Joe, me and him met myself, and took me down to Joe's cell, and it was fucking really awkward, man. You know that? It was fucking awkward, mate. Because one minute I'm up in Pt.2 covered in shite, fucking escaping from jails and fighting and rioting. The next minute my young brother's in doing a life sentence, and I walk into a cell and I meet him there for the first time in a long time. It was fucking so awkward. I didn't know where to fucking throw myself out of the gallery or bust out greeting. And I remember just grabbing him and giving him a wee cuddle. It was fucking so awkward that I should have cried, but I just didn't fucking want the screws to open the door and see me standing there greeting him. But that was the emotion, you know what I mean? I felt fucking hopeless, you know what I mean? I went, fucking hell, man. And that's when I say, you know what? I'm going to do it for everything I can do for you, Joe, I'll do it. I mean, everything I can fucking do. I'm going to stop with this, Joe. Everything I can do for you, I get out here, I'll come and get you. I promise, I swear that my mother's life, and I stuck to it, you know what I mean?
100% you did, man. Do you mind if I take you back a bit? See, you mentioned about when you broke out of Ballina. You able to tell us about that? Because you told us about the aftermath of it, but how did that come about?
Well, it was after the second riot. I told you about the first riot, there was only 4 or 5 or something involved in it. Do you want me to order you a meal of Chinese or something?
No, I'm alright, mate, I'm brand new.
You sure for later?
No, I'm good, mate. I'll get something on the way back up the road. Thank you anyway, I appreciate that.
So, it was after the second riot. There was about 10 years involved in this one. So we know what's going on in the punishment block. There's always brutality going on in the punishment block. Always prisoners are getting downs for whatever the reason may well be, you know what I mean? They could have been for assault and turnkeys, or they could, whatever it may well be. There's always rules to be broken and consequences thereafter. I mean, and part of that is part of the life. That if you don't conform to their way, then you could end up in brutality, you know what I mean? So we had another talk. We're like, fuck it, might do the punishment block again. We'll break the prisoners out. We'll just take control. And so we sat down about 10 years, and we decided, right, fuck it, we'll go for it. So we all got iron bars, and we're out in the exercise yard. And in Pt.2 you had these duffel coats. Because it's so cold up there, all the prisoners had duffel coats, So we've all got iron bars, and all the iron bars come off the bottom of the beds, the steel beds in the prison. And they've got the wood on them. So you take the wood off, and you've got 2 steel flat bars, one up here and one up there to support the boards and then the mattress. So, and all you need to do is just stand on the bars, and it will bend down. Underneath the bar, it will come back up again, and you just repeat that performance, and the wheels just. So that's how we all use the bars there. And we easy to come off a bit of perseverance. So when I exercise years, my brother Jim's arrived in the prison at this time. Jim's doing a 12-year. I'm in there about, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months before him. So Jim's arrived in the prison, and Jim's like, what's happening? What do we do here, Johnny? I said, I don't know, Jim. I said, I think we're a better escape, or we better fucking get involved here. We just fucking wreck this place. But so that's exactly what we done. And we walked through the exercise yard and waited, tic-tac to each other. When the time was right, we just all walked into the back of one of the halls and onto a roof, through all the barbed wire, and up onto the punishment block, and immediately began smashing all the skylights out, and we got in there, and we had a big fight ensued with us in the prison guards there. They come in with the power hoses. In the cell block, you've got 2 double doors, and one of the doors got a wee wooden latch on it, like the old prison gates for way back in the day. So we're in there, we're barricaded ourselves in, we're breaking prisoners out of the cell block. This turnkeys have tried to rush us a couple of times. They've opened the double doors, and they've come in, they've got their riot shields, and they've got them in all sorts of angles above their heads and down, and they had the power hose, they put a power hose on to wash his back. But anyway, we barricaded ourselves in, up the stairs, till we got up in the attic. It isn't granite blocks. The attic is just ordinary brick, you know. So that was easier to get that off, and we used all this brick, thousands of bricks we used for ammunition. They tried to storm us again, they tried to flood us out, because where we came through in the hole in the roof, they had pumped the water. They brought the fire brigade in to pump more water back into the prison, because the water that was already in the prison get pumped into the punishment block to try and flood us out, and they've done a good job at that. So anyways, we're up there and we broke some prisoners out, and we're shouting about conditions, and TV crews are going by in their aeroplanes, and so we know there's a bit of publicity, and they were talking about conditions and the brutality and the regime, the prison regime, and just bring it to the public's attention that what was going on there was no good, and you know, they were, as taxpayers, they weren't getting value for money, you know what I mean, so to speak. So anyway, we're up there for 5 days and 5 nights, and then we didn't decide. There was talk, the governor came in, a guy called George Ningwell, and he comes into the exercise yard, and all the screws are out there, whole jail's in lockdown, and all the screws are on the mufti and the riot gear and the helmets and the sticks, and they've brought a lawyer in. They've got a lawyer in for Pt.2 chair of court, and he's guaranteeing everybody there'll be no repercussions if you hand yourself in now, etc., etc. So some of the guys will say, well, we'll have a vote on it. So who's what to hand themselves in? All due respect to anybody who wants to, you know what I mean? So it turns out that the majority of guys, my brother included, say, well, hand themselves in, fuck it. And they goes down, and it leaves me, Archie Steen, and a big character called Adja, who was in for murdering a midget in Clydebank, an actual midget, wee teeny guy who was actually a landlord that he was renting off of. He actually murdered the guy and butchered him and cut him up and put him in a suitcase and into a part of TV.
Fuck's sake.
Well, this crackpot he was just nuts, you know what I mean? He was up in the attic. We were all in the attic when we were all just first arrived up there. This guy was strange, you know what I mean? He really, really strange looking. You usually know this guy was capable at anything, you know what I mean? Just by his sheer appearance. So we're up in the attic, and he was trying to be fly. He was trying to make innuendos, which weren't good, you know what I mean? About certain guys that was in the attic. So we seen the way it was going. So we're sitting, we've got a couple of campfires going. Somebody's fucking doing their sausage, and somebody else is doing whatever else they've got, because we're well supplied for getting up there, and we've got all the stock that we need. So he's sitting at the fire, this guy Adja. This guy's shoulders were massive, but he had a wee teeny fucking forehead. He looked the strangest, and these big fucking almond cat eyes, man, you know, strange character. I've got a photo, I'll show you sometime.
I show him.
So he's like, I feel it's fucking sticking this right into somebody's liver and eating it, and he's got this bit of poker metal thing that he's got in the fire. So we kind of took that as a threat, you know what I mean? Bear in mind, this crackpot was in the fucking cell block when we stormed it. He's in the cell block, he's shouting help, he's shouting get me out. So I went to his door and I said to him, you've got this ventilator system, Jordan. You've probably seen them in Malini. One's up there, it's a grill, it's up there, and the other one could be down there. So one's got hot air, one's got cold air. And this is where your chimneys come in, the old chimney pots or something tap with the prisons there. So way back in the day, that was all lanterns that was in the cells for lighting. Okay, so paraffin lamps or that kind of.
Okay.
So above each cell door, there would be a hole right through the whole wall, a wee square, when they had these paraffin lamps in them,
Okay.
and that's what they used to light the cell up. And that's why so when the fumes went up this part where we were built into in the wall, they carried it right up through these ventilators and into the chimneys.
Right.
And that's how they dispersed the fumes and the paraffin. So only when you're up there you realise, so if I'm up in the attic, they've got these big concrete bunkers that run all the way right round it. So if I'm up in the attic and I open this big steel door, there's so many of them so far along there, I could crawl along there, and if you were in the cell and I knew what cell you're in, you could kick the grill off. It was only a bit of cast with wee kind of holes in it, and you could put your hand up and I could put my hand down and we could touch hands.
Aye.
Right. So we finds out where Adger is and we goes up. I says to him, right, I'm going to put an iron bar down, kick that grill off. Kick the grill off, it's only the bar that's come down. And don't fucking smash any of your windows with it. He went, right, okay then. I said, when the bar comes down, I says to him, you start digging for the inside and we'll be digging for the outside. So run about the hinges. Because there's nothing else they can really do, you know what I mean? You start digging for in there and out there. We'll do it here. So in between times, the screws are still trying to gain access to the punch block with storm, but we're pretty well barricaded and we've got plenty of ammunition, so this crackpot Adger, again I'm telling you about, he started smashing his cell windows with this iron bar. And the next thing, they've turned the power hoses on his window and he was swimming about in his cell. Look, and the cell windows are high up.
Aye.
You know, if you think about Berlin, how high?
Aye, how high windows
you're
are.
talking about maybe 5.5, maybe 6. You've got to take a runny and go up onto the bars. And the next thing, this crackpot screaming. I said, fucking hell, man, we told you not to smash your windows. And they fucking tried to do them, man.
Fuck's sake.
So we've got him out and we took him up to the attic, and he's fucking cuckoo, you know what I mean? We know he's a danger, you know what I mean? But it was just good to break the cut out, because the screws were all terrified and we all hated him.
Aye.
It was good to get him out and hold him up as a trophy, you know what I mean? And so he's threatened to stick this red hot poker in somebody's face or liver or whatever. So we're tic-tac to each other. Right, we're going down the stairs now, Adger. We're going to go down and get a change of clothes, because all the clothes are on the reception, belong to all the prisoners, so you can just wear any fucking could. We're all soaking with the hoses anywhere. You stand here, Adger, and you guard the fort, make sure they get through that hole, we'll go down. So we went down the stairs to take a vote on that we were going to have to do something with this guy here. And when I say something to do, we're going to have to fucking do him in. Because he's now becoming a threat, and he's threatening to stick this red hot fucking iron into people's livers and eat it, you know, a crackpot. So we go down to the reception, we're like, we'll take a vote here. And the majority of the guys says, nah, I don't want involved in that, that means a life sentence, because we're going to do them and put them in the water tank, and we were going to surrender and blame it on the screws. That was the plan, Jordan. And so, because of the majority of guys, there was a couple of guys doing life sentences, but there was other guys up doing 3 year and 4 year and 6 year. And I don't want involved in it, because it's going to end up a life sentence. So, and that was the only thing that saved them. So the governor then turns up, hey, anybody want to surrender, now's their time, we've got a lawyer here, he'll speak to you. And this was the lawyer I was telling you about when I went to the Pt.2 Sheriff Court. He said, I'm free, fucking go away.
You're free to leave.
Yeah. And so we done, I never went down, Archie didn't go down, Smiddy never went down, and Adger never went down. And we get the brunt of it when we got down, you know what I mean? We got kicked about, you know what I mean? And that's when my mother appeared on the front page of the Daily Record, which I'll send you a photograph of, saying prison brutality claim, a big colour 40 on the front page. Prison brutality claim, murder of 2. And then the authorities, they respond by prison doctor clears any evidence of brutality. You know, that was just the way it goes, isn't it? You know what I mean? So they're denying it and we're trying to expose it. And that was basically all about the conditions the regime in Pt.2 prison, which was the hardest prison to be in, I mean, and it was full of serious contenders, but the regime didn't do nothing for anybody. It was just a waste of taxpayers' money, and nothing would ever change, Jordan. The only reason all these changes came about now is because of the trouble we caused back the prison then. Otherwise, if you don't cause any trouble, it doesn't, if it's no broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's their attitude, you know what I mean? So, and that was just the way life went. And I was always on the lookout for an excuse to cause trouble after that anyway. I was, by that time I'm gone. I'm well gone, you know what I mean? There's no return for me. You know what I mean? And like I said to you earlier, sometimes you don't want to return, sometimes you found yourself and all your glory, you know what I mean? And that's your lot, you know what I mean? This is fucking great. Even the lot would have broke you in the beginning, you know what I mean? That breaking the spirit, that deterrent, to break your spirit to stop you from re-offending. And you can only do so much with the spirit, and it goes beyond repair, you know what I mean?
I know, especially doing long sentences and the brutality during that period that you went through. So see, what did that lead on to when you broke out of Ballini?
Yeah, it did, aye. So we all get put over to the surgery. The house is over in the surgery. Because the cell block was out of commission. Slasher Gallagher was there. No, sorry, Slasher Gallagher he was on the first one. We get put over there anyway. Till the cell block was almost repaired, and so they took us out of surgery and they put us back into the punishment block, but it was all pneumatic drills that was going all day. Boom, 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 boom. There was work screws repairing the roof. That was fucking new. Didn't even any earmuffs in it, you know. So we got back into circulation. Jim and Archie, my pal, they split them up for me. So they put Jim and Archie into B hall and said we're going to keep me in A hall. And they advised Jim and Archie, you know, it's best you stay away from him because he's always causing it, and you being the brother and you being his close associate pal, he's get yourself wrapped up in it. So we'll try and split these up. So they've been told that they can get back into the hall at some point as long as I can show that I'm conforming to my Rick punishment, do you know what I mean? So, and I'm back in the cell and I'm sawing my bars. I've got the bars, started sawing the bars in the cell in A hall. So I goes to Jim and Archie. I says, look, the bars are nearly done. I says, when are you going to go and see about fucking coming back into my hall? I says, we can leave for there. I said, the bars are nearly done, so we've got long to go. So they says, well, we'll go and see the governor. So they two go and see the governor. And say, well, we can move back in with Johnny. The governor says, well, you can move back in. He says, you two are going for visits to Ballini. So when you come back for visits, you can move into A hall with Johnny. He seems to be kind of settled in now. So they're telling me this, and I'm saying, well, who's going to Ballini for visits? And they went, us. I mean, you're fucking kidding me on. When did this one come up? He went, no, we've applied for visits down there. So in Peterhead, you can save your visits up and take them down in Ballini. So, you know, a lot of people done that anyway. We had to write to the Secretary of State. I want to accumulate my visits. So you could take, say you're due 10 visits in that year or whatever, you could take them down in Ballini, and it'd make things a lot easier for people. So I'm like, you're kidding me on, man, fucking demented. I said, you're kidding, man. I said, fucking hell. I said, I've got these bars cut. I said, and they're left on a fucking hair breadth. I said, a wee ball hair, man. I said, you can't cut them right through, Jordan. Because you cut a bar right through, the screws always come in with their truncheons. They were doing their cell searches and checks. They rattle these bars with their stick. And they go ding, 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 donk. And that's how they know one of the bars has been cut, if you cut it right through. Plays a different tune, you know what I mean? So you've always got to leave it on a wee bit, you can never cut it right through. But then we've also got the problem with fucking getting the putty to fill it in. And you've also got the problem with you need to get the right paint. Because the paint that they used for the bars in Peterhead was like a yellow I'd never seen before. But it could also be like one of these reflecting yellow jackets that the police wear. It was fucking so bright. So to get the paint, you had to go to a guy who was into their art, you know what I mean, and they knew all the primary colours and how to blend it and make it look good. But it still didn't stop you from worrying, you know what I mean? And I was like to them, I said, listen, fucking one day somebody's going to walk in there and they're going ding ding ding, the fucking bars will fall out. I said, man, the others are getting the better of me. I said, I don't want to be sitting there. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I said, fuck it, I'll come with you. I'm going to go and see the governor if I can get on the draft for money to get the visits. So I go and see the governor. Oh no, he says. No, he says. You haven't saved any visits up. And so therefore you can't go to Bellini. And you've never even asked the Secretary of State for permission. I went, you fuck the Secretary of State. I don't really care about the Secretary of State. I'm just saying to you, my brother's going down to Bellini for visits. And my family's going to have to go up and visit them. I said, then they're going to have to come up and visit me over 100 miles away. You just like fucking messing people about. Don't you see that if you let me do my gym, the two of you can benefit it, my family can benefit out it, because they can see the two of you down there. Or you just used to your own fucking wicked ways. You just want to fucking annoy people, like to see people being hurted and wounded. You like to see mothers fucking stressed out. And I mean, you know what, to the governor, I said, you know what, to feck with you, man, I said, I'll just fucking do my own thing. I said, fuck it. You'll be cheeky with me, you'll be going to the punishment block. I said, listen, fucking, it doesn't matter to me, I'll go to the punishment block. I said, I'll fucking wreck it anyway, it doesn't matter. Don't fucking threaten me with fucking any further punishment. I said, you'll fucking regret it. So I walked away, and this big P.O., this big principal officer guy, he's like, Steele, come here a minute. He says, don't listen to him in there. He says, he doesn't even know what he's fucking talking about. He's talking about his governor, I give his character there. He says, I don't listen to him, Johnny. He says, he's not got a fucking clue. He said, but let me tell you something. He says, look, I understand where you're coming from. Your mother's going up to visit Jim, and the family's not to visit Jim. You're away up here, and then they need to come away up here. He says, listen to me. I'm going to say something to you here. If I can get you down here, Johnny, you fucking don't let me down. You don't try and escape, and you don't fucking go on that roof down there. I said, no, I'll not do that. I said, I just want to get down and get the visits, and you know, take it from there. Leave it with me. On he's come back and he's going, all right, pa, come in here till I see you. He said, I've done it. He said, I've done it for you. And I'm like, fucking thank fuck for that. Because it was nerve-wracking sitting in that cell with the bars cut, you know what I mean? And God knows what could have happened between then and the time Jim actually came back, you know what I mean? So, we was down to Bellini. I was like to Jim, and I said, oh fucking hell, bro, I'm coming down. So we was down to Bellini. I'm only there a fucking couple of days. And Big Tony Dillenmore, I'll show you a photo of him up here. Big Tony's about 6 feet, 5'5". Big massive guy. The pure bright coppered hair. Yeah. So Tony's a trustee, he's a trustee up in Peterhead. His work party is the works. The screws that, you know, builders and where they can get access to metal bars and fucking hacksaw blades and So we're walking, I think it was the dining hall we were walking to this afternoon. And Big Tony's there. He's like, Johnny boy. I was like, fucking hell, Tony, what are you doing here? Because he's in Peterhead, but he's now in Bellini. He said, I'm doing for a funeral, Johnny. No, he said, I'm doing for my dad's dying. He says, I'm going out to see him in the hospital tomorrow, and then I'm going back to Peterhead. He said, I need to speak to you in the night. Go to the rec hall, Johnny. And I was like, oh, fuck off, man. Jim's like, what is it? And I went, oh, fucking hell, fucking bad news, Jim, I know what. She said, what is it? I went, fucking Tony's telling me to meet him in the hall at night, it's very important. I said, and that tells me that they've found my fucking bars up in Peterhead. Because Tony's in a position to know about it. I need to speak to you tonight. So I went to the rec hall that night. Big Tony's like, don't go up the road with me, man. He said, I'm fucking waiting. He said, I found your bars. He says, nah, the other shicktooths, that's what they called you up there. That was our... The shicktooth, that's the way the screw spoke of.
A what?
Shicktooth.
A shicktooth?
Aye.
What's that?
A shite house.
Oh, a shit house.
Aye. And then there's twa shick tooties floating working up there and all. So, Big Tony's like, I went to you, Johnny, I found the bars. He says, I wasn't to know. He says, but I was eerie big and I heard them saying. So they didn't want Big Tony to know, because Big Tony then told somebody else and somebody else would have told somebody else.
Word would have travelled.
He says, they always didn't want me to know. He said, I was eerie big and Johnny. He says, they've shut your door or put a fucking, they've put a lock on it, shut it over so that nobody else can get into it. And they've been on the phone to Bellini, and they're sent to Bellini, sent to Andy Gallagher's, now the governor of Bellini / Gallagher. Sent to, no sorry, Bellini's on the phone to Peterhead saying, you need to get these cunts out of here, they're going to escape from my jail. No. George Dingle, the governor of Peterhead, assures them. He said, I'm telling you they're going to escape. If the fucking police have been on the phone and they're getting information that these three are going to escape. He said, aye, they're going to escape. He said, but they think they're escaping from here. He says, worse to this effect, he saw in these bars, the Steen fella is in another hall, B hall, the Jim Steele's in B hall. They've been told they're getting moved up to A hall, they're all pretending they're trying to get on with their sentences now. He says, well, in actual fact, we know they're going to escape from here. He says, so just let it slide, you don't need to let them know we're onto them. So, and it was true, because when we escaped from Bellini, and newspaper headlines, they're saying, police informed Bellini authorities that these three were going to escape. The CID told the governor of Bellini these cunts are going to escape. And the B governor appears, no, not at all. He said, no, not escaping because they're going to escape from here. So, we know there's a bit of, we're now beginning to panic, and I'm like, I'm going to get fucking dragged away. And we found out later, the only reason they never took me away, because it was my cells and my bars that was cut, that they left Jim and Archie, and they would have caused it. In Bellini, they just caused a riot, you know what I mean? So just let it slide. And they don't need to know we're onto them. So anyways, we now know we've got to make our way out of Bellini, and the heads are going everywhere, you know what I mean? We can listen, we can do that, we can do this, we can do the next thing. And we find our way out. We've got pals that are passmen in there. Big Alec Hillett from Glasgow, and Alan McDowell from Edinburgh. They're passmen in the prison in Bellini. So only a certain few people knew about the situation. He was going to have a dash up in Peterhead. And there was only so many people you could tell anyway, do you know what I mean? To try and get help for doing it for here. And they were a couple of the guys that we had in mind. So they found a grill in the shower room in Bellini in Abolitions, along at the end of the halls, the sinks in the shower rooms there. So they've told them we found a hatch. It's in the room where they regulate the water hot and cold. You know, the screws only usually get access to this. So they attempted to get the padlock off. By using bits of hacksaw blades, couldn't do it. A big solid brass security padlock. And so they ended up had to cut one of the bars that was on the steel grill, just like a wee cage, you know. And beyond the steel grill was another door which led onto the flat part of the roof. So they've right, this was on the Sunday. This was the Saturday. This was on the 21st of June 1980. He said, right, the bar's done, Johnny. Me, Jim and Archie. So we know we've got to make our way up to the top flat in fucking B-hole. And the screws are on edge because they've been told by the CID, they've been told by the fucking Serious Crime Squad, they've been told by prisoners within the prison that we're going to escape, even although they've been reassured that Peterhead's told them, they're going to escape, they think they're escaping from here. So we know they're on guard and we know they're on the red alert, you know what I mean? So we goes out anyway, we goes up. So I've climbed up a shaft to get up to the top flat. Jim's walked up for the second flat, Jim's walked up to the top flat. Archie was on the third flat. He's walked up to the top flat, but he's asked a screw or something for permission to take a book or go and get a book off his pal. So there's an awful fucking atmosphere, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and I make my way along to the other landing. I'm going in through this door where the water gets regulated, and I can make my way up through this shaft where all the pipes go.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go from the bottom flat straight to the top flat, and that's what I done. So I've got in, and Jim and Archie are already there, and this bar's bent back, and I could hear all the we could hear all the sinks, we could hear the flushing of the urinals,
Yeah,
the
the plumbing,
toilets, we could hear all the plumbing, you know. I came up this shaft and I was like a fucking polecat man climbing up, and fucking the pipe, some of the pipes were roasting, but it was fucking coated in years and years and years of dust, you know what I mean? Sawdust or fucking whatever it was. But I got to the top flat, and I was the skinniest. And they were looking, and they were kind of weary, going like, fuck's sake, we want to get through that. So I got up through it, and they punted me up, and I got up through it, and I'm on the grill, and I put my back against this other door that was already on the flat of the roof. And as soon as that door opened, the whole place lit up, man. It was a fucking Blackpool. The sun was basking, you know, talking 22nd of June, 1980. Sun was basking. And it was just a fucking great feeling just to be at that point of the roof. You know what I mean? Never mind being the other side of the fucking war. And so Jim and Archie's coming through, and they come up. So we're on the flat of the paraquat, and we've got a rope that we got from the tailor shop. It was probably, it wasn't so much a rope, it was a tag, you know, you get these, now you get the mattresses in the jail with a wee tag hang you can tie in a knot to stop the mattress from sliding out its cover.
Aye.
Well, it was a big really, it was a reel of that kind of material, Jordan.
Okay.
It was quite a big reel. So we're on the flat of the roof, and this was the plan. So we'd already made contact with the family. T.C. Campbell was included. They were on the outside by this time, and we'd obviously got their help for the escape. So we've got a mountaineering rope. We got a guy who just got to jail, got somebody to deliver a mountaineering rope that he got for a mountaineering shop in Bearsden, or Byers Road, sorry. So the rope got delivered to TC. So we've got this big reel of tape, so we know when they turn up, we've got to fling the reel of tape over for the top of the prison roof. And we fling it over, because far below, they're in the Screws communal garden where his washing pole is. So that's the spot that we're coming off for the tap, right over the prison wall and into the Screws garden. And directly across for you is there's the Screws quarters. You're talking blocks of flats, you know what I mean? And that I took for somebody to look at and see it on that roof, and it was all over there. So I'm up, and they didn't let me keep doing, Johnny. I went, it's fucking, if I don't stand up, I can see what I'm looking at down there. If anybody I can get back in time. But if that car's coming around that corner with the crew in it, they're never going to see it, and think, let's keep on fucking driving, there's nobody there. And it would take on a couple of drives back from somewhere like, that's a strange fucking car there, something going on, do you know what I mean? So I was like, and the fucking sun was going, and I'm like, fucking hell, man. I was like a wee pirate, I'm like, they're like, fucking hell, Johnny, my God, get this done. I went, what's the fucking lot I can do? If we lie flat, I said, there's no fucking point of being here. The whole idea is to be seen with the guys who's come to get us. So you're like, oh, fuck this, man. And they're not coming in, it's fucking going too long. I said, we're going back down. So Jim and Archie were heading back into the fucking abolitionist back to get back down the hole and get away. Give himself back up. I went, you know what, I'm no. I said, I'll just fucking wreck your place. I said, don't tell me, I'll just fucking going to wreck your house. Oh, fuck all this again, Johnny, man. I went, oh, fuck it, too bad. That's what I'm doing anyways. So, and I'm still standing there. And I'm like, squinting because of the sun. I'm like, fucking hell, oh, I've been here, they're coming. Just seen a black car coming in there, about 5 of them in it. I went, they're fucking here. So we up, they get back up again, and we fucking, they walked out, apart from the driver. And there were quite a fucking few serious contenders that was there, not I mean, serious guys that if the coppers would have, if the turnkeys would have turned up, it would have came unstuck for them, could have been fucking hospitalised cases, know what I mean? And some of these cunts were serial killers, know what I mean? So anyways, we fling the reel of tape over. Tommy Campbell's at the washing line in the Screws Garden. He's tying his end of the mountain rear up, and we're pulled there.
We're using the tape to pull it back up.
We've used the tape to pull our butt up, you know what I mean? So anyways, and the rope comes up, Jim and Archie's like, oh fucking hell man, we're going down in that. I went, what's wrong? Fucking look at it man. And I'm like, fucking hell, it was really thin. Like fucking one of the washing ropes your mother would fucking have. I mean, but it came from a mountaineering shop, we've got to fucking have a good breaking thread, you know what I mean? They're like, no, we get to fuck. I went, here, know what, then hold the fucking thing for me. They're like, what? I said, fucking hold it. So they've holding the rope, and I'm like, bye, right on the fucking rope, and right down, right out of the one, fucking into
What did you use to hook on? Was it a jumper?
Well, we're using bits of material, but the material sticks. You end up fucking putting your legs in, and you're fucking using bits of your hair on your sleeves, and...
Oh, so did you have to shimmy down it?
Aye.
Oh, right, so it wasn't a case of you hooked on and slid? You had to actually shimmy down the thing?
That's what we did then when we came off at first, but it wasn't going anywhere. It was like that, and the material was sticking.
Right, okay.
The material was a different material for the
it wasn't
rope,
the
you know what I mean?
material you used.
You couldn't, it wasn't the kind
There's
of one
a
you
lot of
used.
friction.
So I landed in the arms of Tommy Campbell, and they're like into the car. Then I got into the car and I looked up and fucking, well this time Jim and Archie's tied the rope. I was doing it before it was even tied, because they said they weren't going down. They said we're going back on them. I said, well fucking, here, hold that rope for me. And when they seen me going down, they must have went, you know what, it's fucking, he's taking his way, he's going to take ours there. And we get in, I'm watching it unfold. I'm fucking watching Archie, he come down next. Then old Jim came down third. We're on the car, and then we fucking drove away, full speed, or sensible speed rather. And we're sitting in the house, and we're buzzing, man. We're fucking, on top of the world, you know what I mean? Mentally, you know what I mean?
Right.
Literally on top of the fucking world, we're on that roof, all the fucking Glasgow was basking, you know?
What was that feeling like when you got away in the motor?
Oh, it was fucking, it's kind of hard to describe, you know
Have
what
you
I mean?
ever had a feeling like that since?
No, I can't say I have that. I can't. Maybe when we broke Joe to jails and that, maybe that kind of buzz came back. But that was, I think that was a one-off feeling, do you know what I mean?
Aye. Because the way it unfolded, it wasn't orchestrated to the point where you'd planned it in Peterhead, then you end up in Berlin. It was just kind of like, right, make or break, I know what I'm going back to.
So, and within an hour of the escape, there's fucking news flashes all over the country, or the fucking all the TV programmes there. And there's the mugshots up there.
They're there, right there, man.
Fucking, that's me, Johnny Boy, 23, Hartsey, and brother Jim.
A glimpse into the past.
Yeah, and so they're putting these reports out, dangerous, do not approach, and usual crap, you know what I mean? I am saying we could be armed and dangerous, do not approach them. And so the publicity it carried about the escape was fucking, that was really quite, it was all good for us, you know what I mean? Because the public were loving it, you know what I mean?
Aye.
It wasn't good for the screws or the turnkeys and that, you know, but, and then next time we're reading it, how did these three escape? The prison authorities were already warned. CI, the Serious Crime Squad told the authorities. So they fucking embarrassed them, do you know what I mean? They were obviously gutted that, I don't think they weren't expecting big Tony Dallimore to come down and mark their cars, you know what I mean? Otherwise we might have never have made it that way. So anyways, fucking, but and of course my mother appears on the fucking front page of the paper as well. Daily Record. Like 40 years she's crying, you know. Give in for your own good. Mother's plea to sons on the run. Was the headlines there. And then she said, I know my boys are no angels, but they They don't deserve the life that they're getting, the kind of treatment that they're getting in these places, you know what I mean? So anyways, we're getting moved about for pillar to post, here, gone there. Right, we need to move it again, put you here and put you there. Because the search is on, you know what I mean, and they're closing in and fucking, under these circumstances, Jordan, you will be trading in a minute with some people. They will trade you for, I mean, if you were in a charge for talk state for fucking, I don't know, fucking robbery or whatever the case may well be, think I can give you them, you drop my charge, and that's, they drop a dime on you, you know what I mean? And you'll be trading in a fucking minute, and people would go out their way to try and find out where you were, so they could trade
So
you
you
in.
get a target in your back by more than the police.
But people would also go out their way to try and find out where you are, to help you. But you've got both sides of that, you know what I mean?
Exactly, you don't know who to trust.
So, and in between times we're getting feedback from guys who were just been released for Blarney. They shut the jail down for 3 days. Nobody was allowed to go to work or nothing. The serious crime squad for Glasgow came up. To interview every prisoner, especially in B-Hall. And every one of the guys who were being interviewed were told that if we can help us with our whereabouts, you'll get out and out, we'll guarantee you. Whether it be parole or whether it be, if it was untried, it would be bail, you know what I mean? You all get out and out, you can help us, you can fucking get these characters for us. So, and it was a good buzz, you know what I mean, at that particular time. No one found that we were on the loose, you know what I mean, we were loose and fancy free, you know what I mean? Just about no care in the world, with nothing to lose, you know what I mean? And no one found where you'd done it. And we'd also get word that because we were up in Peterhead, during the protest and the likes, we used to talk at the window, we used to talk openly at the cell block window. We were on the trampolines, on the, what do you call it, a cadell man. The
hammocks?
The homemade hammocks, aye. And we used to just talk about, what we're going to do when we get out of here? I would just come back up and we'll fucking do them all right, and go right into that fucking Warders fucking drinking quarters, the watering hole. We'll just go and blow it up and we'll kill this cunt, we'll kill that. And all these things all get noticed, you know what I mean? When you're talking subversive activities like that, from one cell to another cell and the screws outside, it all get noted down, especially when you're talking about coming back and killing them all, you know what I mean? Because of the madness, you know, you probably would have went back and killed them if the time was right. But anger and fucking frustration and fucking oncoming mental illnesses has that effect on you, you know what I mean? That, you know, that there's every possibility you could do it, whether you meant it or no, but there's every possibility it could happen. So we know that they had police protection. They had police protection up in Peterhead when we were on the run because they thought we were coming back to do them, you know. It was a kind of effect we had on them. And bear in mind, we were already fucked up in the head anyway, in one sense, you know what I mean? So there is every possibility that could have happened. Then the next thing we go is, right, the next thing we know is the rumours going about that certain screws took bribes and names were mentioned, and one guy went to Daily Record and told the Daily Record that he dropped so many thousand pounds after to one of the screws, a principal officer nicknamed Big Bootsy, who was the head of security. He dropped a couple of £1,000 off of him outside somewhere, Millennium. So this was stories that appeared in the paper. So you can imagine the animosity within, you know what I mean, the prison system and the crime squad. You know, all this talk getting battered about the place there. So, and the publicity was even getting better for us, because people were all talking about it now. They were talking about how it happened, how we done it, and wanted us to come and stay with them, but we had to knock people back. We can't go there. We know we look after them. We're fine here. Oh, please come. We don't trust any cunt. Don't trust that crew. Don't trust this crew. That was class. So people were really, in it for the glory for themselves as well, you know what I mean?
100%, man.
Well,
That's it. It's because it's in the headlines and that too. People got a part of it. They want to be part of the story.
yeah.
But obviously, people probably have pure intentions as well. But it's hard to figure out who's who, especially you just came out of jail, came out a high pressure environment. You know, you're outside. You're trying to navigate. Just been fucking outside a fucking set of four walls.
So we're darting back and forward, going here and there, and fucking God knows where. We were out a couple of weeks, and we get split. Me and Jim get split. Me and Archie get split. Then me and Archie end up meeting up again. And it was a Saturday. I met up with Archie, caught up with him again, and we were out. He was away doing something, I was away doing something else. I said, we'll meet back here. So it's on the, it's at the fucking newspapers, it's at the TV screens. Jim's been caught on the Saturday. He's been done the Saturday. And I'm like to Archie, fucking hell, the brother's going to end up getting fucking killed with these cunts down here in Berlin, you know what I mean? So I was like to Archie, I said, we're going to need to do something. He said, what do you want to do? I said, well, fucking, I need to find a phone box. I said, I need to phone Berlin. I need to fucking let this cunt Andy Gallagher know that event happens to him, I'm going to come down and fucking do him. And do his family. Well, you know, every cunt knew where the governor stayed anyway.
Right.
And Big Jim will fix it. Every cunt knew where he stayed. His horses, we were talking, and then killing the horses first and foremost. So we said, well, we're going to need to do something anyway. And it goes a foot saying, because Berlin was bad for brutality back in the day, you know what I mean? Just couldn't get kicked to death in there and fucking put down to fun downstairs and all that and fucking suicide, you know what I mean? So I knew how capable these guys were in Berlin. And we also knew that he'd fucking, quite a few of them got demoted, and their head fucking security officer was being accused of taking a bribe, and his younger brother called Felix, he was a senior security. So the big brother and the wee brother were suspected of getting involved in his bribe. They had them in the cop shop, and the fucking cops were telling me, he said, we've checked their bank account and he said, we're on to these cunts, all we want is a statement off you, Johnny. I said, sorry, when Jim got caught, I made my phone call. I said, I want to speak to the governor, known 5 minutes in the air. Saturday, Andy Gallagher. Hello, who's this? I said, hello, Berlin Prison, can I help you? I went, yeah, I said, it's Johnny Boy Steele here. I said, I would like to speak to Andy Gallagher. Oh, Andy Gallagher, that's definitely you, Johnny. I went, I listen to me. I said, here's a message for him. I said, that happens to my brother, so I'm going to go fucking down there. I'm doing you outside the gatehouse. You can do what the fuck you want, but you're going to be terrible out of cushions. My brother should fall down a flight of fucking stairs and be found hanging for a set of bars. You tell Andy Gallagher that's a fucking message for me. I fucking ain't kidding. And Archie shouted into the mouthpiece, and for me. So, and the fucking next day I'm done. I get done the next day. Fucking me and Archie, we've been set up, surrounded fucking with coppers and fucking roadblocks and fuck knows what. So, I'm like, oh fucking hell, man. Oh, I'm going to get fucking murdered when I go back here, man. Not just for that, not just for the escape, but for threatening to kill or disgrace fucking kids and whatever else may well be. And plus for fucking the carry on in Peterhead. Because I told them I wanted in for visits and I was going to behave myself and start a clean sweep and I can back up and we actually made a country, you know what I mean? So anyway, CID come and see me and got me in the cell and he's like, listen Johnny, don't give a fuck for you. I said, don't give a fuck for Jim, don't give a fuck for Archie, don't give a fuck for anybody. All we want is the cunt that took the bribe. That's all we're looking for. He says, so we're on the same police station. We're on different landings. I'm the tap, there's Jim, there's Archie, and my poor fucking sister, she get done for harbour and that. So anyway, the school says to me, we're just looking for the cunt that took the bribe, Johnny. I say, no. We're going to get killed, man. We're going to get back behind you, we've got fucking strung up. We ain't going to give you nothing. He said, no. No. He says, we've got we've got a plan. Ready to put it. We've got formulated a plan here, we're ready to put it into action as long as you give us the go ahead and tell us you're going to take you're going to use the screws that took the bribe. So I said, well look, I'm not in a position to talk to you, man. I says, if you want to go down and get Jim and Archie and bring him up, I says, we can maybe sit down and talk about it. He says, so if I go down to Jim and actually bring him up here, you'll sit and have a talk. But I said, aye, of course, aye. So anyway, they've come up and they're going to get Archie, they're going to get Jim, and they've opened my cell door. And I'm standing there, and we're on to each other. They're like, right, okay, we get cigarettes, and a packet of fags and a fucking, I don't know, a lighter with fruit in. There you go. I was sitting there talking, he'd a shout when you're finished. So I'm like to them, I said, here, they've asked me to fucking stick big boots in. And I said, I'm fucking no sticking anybody in. I said, so I'm playing a lang. That's bribe, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So I says, no, I'm not fucking, I'm not getting any statements. I said, I need to see my brother and Archie first. I said, and we all agree. I said, I'm quite willing to do that. Now they're like, no, I don't fucking, we'll not stick them in the now. Because TC's now, big TC Campbell and Shadow Lafferty, TC's brother-in-law, and TC Campbell, who were involved in the escape, they're lying in the untried by now, right? They've been done for the jailbreak.
Right, okay.
So they're lying in untried Millennium. So, like, no, we'll not say nothing, because if we give them what they're wanting right now, they're going to fit Tommy Campbell and fucking Shadow Lafferty up. They'll use manufactured evidence to fit them up. So just tell them we'll give them a statement, but we're not giving them it right now. Plus we're going to get done in. We go back to Bellini. So therefore we're not going to be in a position to give them fucking statements anyway. So they back up and told them, this is a script. You know we're going to get killed when we go back here. I said, no, something's in place. I said, we've got permission for the Secretary of State. You've been granted immunity. You will be granted immunity. Pardon me, you'll be granted immunity for the Secretary of State of Scotland. He says you'll be able to go to any secure prison that you so wish, but it's got to be a top security prison. He said we can get you out here. He said the three of you will get into your cell next door to each other, and the locks like in the cells that you're in have been changed, so that it's not a master key that can open anything. He said that only the guards who are outside your door are the only people with access to that key, the only people with the key access to that lock. So if anybody gets in there and then happens to use, then it's the cunt that's got the key is going to be the fall guy. Yeah. And it's all been explained to them. The Secretary of State is all involved in this. Procurator Fiscal in Glasgow, the Governor, he said everybody's been involved in this and this is the way it's going to work. So you give the statement, we said, wait a wee minute, what about Tommy Campbell? There's nothing against Tommy, he's lying untried. Yeah, okay then. So just go to court tomorrow, you'll plead guilty. I went, plead guilty? Plead guilty what? He said, what do you mean? Plead guilty to the escape. He said, you go right back to Bellini, then next day you'll probably be moved out. I'm not fucking pleading guilty anything. He said, what are you talking about? He said, no, please. He said, fucking, what are you pleading guilty? I said, for what? He said, for escaping. I said, fucking no pleading. So we all went to court and pled not guilty. So the lawyers, the QCs, stood up in court, Jordan and all that. Your Honour, we need permission to withdraw from the trial. Judge said, why is that? He said, the accused only seeking for professional advice. Well, each individual lawyer said, no, seeking a professional advice, could be different lawyers there. And that advice was, well, if you're pleading not guilty, we can't defend you. So I went, well, I can fair do. Fair play. You can't defend us. So we had to defend ourselves then. So what we intended to do, Jordan, was we brought in, we did fucking, I don't know man, 60 witnesses from fucking all over the country, I think. And we were, our intention was to put the prison system on trial. That was what we were doing. What we were saying was, we never fucking escaped from the jail. We fled. We were going to get killed when we went back to Peterhead, so we had no option but to flee because we were on the bars in Peterhead to get discovered. Then we come down to Bellini and we had to escape from Bellini. And now there's prison officers been involved in bribes, our life's in danger, you know, that way. So anyways, So we had to defend ourselves. So the three QCs and lawyers got permission for the judge to withdraw for the trial. And so Jim actually was oldest, and the judge said, look, I'm going to allow you considerable latitude here because you're defending yourself. And he's explained to the jury, he says to actually, in your case, are you saying that you never escaped from prison, you fled? Archie said, that's right. So the judge says, okay. He said, well, I'm going to direct the jury. He says that in law, he is guilty. It doesn't matter if the prison was on fire. He never escaped, he fled. He escaped. He says, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to direct you to find him guilty. And he says to you, Jim, I take it you're saying the same, that you never escaped, that you fled for your life. So I'm sitting there, I know the way it's gone. I went, fucking hell, man, we're not getting out of here. And Jim said, that's right. He says, we fled for our life, we're going to get killed. He says, well, look, he says, the same applies to you. I'm going to direct the jury to find you guilty because in law you escaped from prison, whether that jail was on fire or not, or you fled for your life. He says, so there's no out, there's no getting away from it, you did escape. Then he came to me and he's like, he says, now take it you're the same. You're saying that you never escaped, that you fled. I went, no. I said, not at all, I'm not saying that at all. He said, so what you said? I said, I was kidnapped. I was fucking, he said, what? I said, I was kidnapped. He went, what do you mean you were kidnapped? And he says, oh, did they have a gun to your head or something? I said, well, it could have been a gun. I said, had something anyway. My brother says, man, Johnny, you're coming with us. I can't leave you here, mate. We're escaping. And I don't want anything to happen to you when you're away. These cunts will kill you. He says, so, did any prison officers see this? I said, I was trying to get the prison officer's attention and they were dragging me back. I was like, help. And he was like, he was looking away. That was as if they said they were on the bribe, you know what I mean? He says, and this is the truth, Jordan, he says to the jury, well, in the case of young Steele here, he says, I think he's the only one that's got a trial, he should have a trial he's got a trial to answer for. And so therefore, I'm going to let him give his evidence. And so I was the only one that was allowed to give evidence for my defence. But obviously they didn't fucking believe it, eh? So we goes back to Bellini. Goes back to Bellini and Andy Gallagher comes in and he's like, oh fucking hell, he says, I thought, he was quite a gallows cunt, Andy Gallagher, he wasn't shy, he was the kind of governor, he'd just take his hat off and walk right up to your corner, whereas other governors would stand outside and, you're okay on there, when they come in, you know what I mean? Right up, how you doing? Like I say, I said, I thought your dad would have had you at the country by now. I said, maybe next time, Andy. He said, well, I fucking hope we'll be here next time. He's like, by the way, I got your phone call. He says to me, because I phoned up and he said, well, you know, Steele, it's no bones I break, it's spirits. I fucking try to tell him that wee Bobby Brody, I can't get the fucking 30 odd stitches. And he said, by the way, he says, I don't know what's going on, he says, he said, I also got a letter handed in for your dad, and I told you what that one. And technically, he says, threatening to kill me, threatening to kill my flesh. I said, what the fuck is it with you, Steele? Well, that's the way it's what you want it. So, he said, well, you know what's happening, don't you? You just pick a jail and let me know, and I said, well, look, at the end of the fucking day, we're all going back to period anyway. There's no jail going to take us. So it's all it is anyway, so we're just going back to period, so back it is. So, we goes back to period, and straight to the punishment block. And the next morning, everybody comes all cheering, fucking boys are back in town. The next morning, Governor, excuse me, Governor's order room. I got away down. We Governor George Dingwall, we kind of Clark Gable moustache, a wee kind of military posture with a straight back. Actually, old chap. His wee walking stick, you know. So I get in, he's there, and I pick my own report.
Right.
And the report is for I saw the bars in the fucking cell. That was the report. That was the report they put me on. So you don't report for attempt to escape, and cut your bars, etc., etc. I went, I've had enough of you, you fucking clown. You 14 days isn't for. I say, fucking it. When you're listening to you, you're fucking fingers in my ears and giving me his character, you know. I feel a wee tap on the shoulder. Excuse, that's you finished, Johnny. He says, what's there? Well, let's go. So later on that evening, I'm sitting there, and the screws coming in at 9:15. Anybody want to slop it? Anybody want any water? Yeah, whatever. I or no. So he came to my door. You want this? What? I said, "This shit don't get to fuck." So I'm up at my hammock, and I'm up there talking to the boys at the windows. Well done. So, and I thought about it. I went, here, fucking idiots, I forgot to give me my mattress in. I said, fuck it, I'll just leave it till later on, and I'll press the bell and get them to fucking only to come down and open the door. So anyway, the screws are all away. Back at 10, 11 o'clock, fucking banging the door. Screw comes up, what's up? I said, you fucking know what's up. I said, my mattress is out there, you forgot to give me it in. And my blankets. He said, I know, he says, everybody's talking about that. I said, talking about fucking, what is it you fucking talk about? He says, one of the punishments you got was called guard bed. I said, what the fuck is that? And it's in the big books, Jordan. Mm-hmm. Quite commonly in the big books.
Guard bed?
Guard bed,
Guard bed, right.
So it's a punishment, 14 days guard bed they give me.
Right.
And I'm saying, what the fuck is guard bed? She we guard your bed out here. I said,
Fuck's
fuck that comfy.
He's just made it up.
It's no, last time it was done in the 50s, it's in the books.
Fucking hell.
And
What year is this, the 80s?
This was the 80s, aye.
Fuck's
Fucking,
sake.
I went, the fuck? And the screws were saying, everybody's talking about it. He said, that punishment has never been used in all 8 years. And that wee bastard Dingle gave it to me, because I made a cunt of him, yeah, fucking hell. So, there was we come back from Bellini, that's what it was for the, come back for the court for Bellini, for the escape. Right back to Bellini, we know what's happening, we're going to meet somebody in Bellini. What the fuck are we going to meet? It was all eerie and fucking, all devious and fucking eerie. We got to meet somebody. Well, who's this? And we're in this fucking van, serious crime squad. Drive us right to the Bellini, right into the reception. There were ways fucking, they were tooled up, that I mean, they come. So what the fuck, who are we going to meet? If somebody wants to meet you, I say, I'll see you when you get there. They're fucking sinister, isn't it? Fucking, it was all dark and sinister. I was like, we're going to get fucking done in, man. Fucking all the screws were in the building. The turnkeys, no, the serious crime squad with us. I went, oh, something fucking go down here. So we took it into this room with a big table. 3 chairs on one side and 2 chairs on this side. Next thing, like, Christ, what the fuck's going on here? I just come in a minute, just calm yourselves. And this cunt comes in, his name was Skeen. He was one of the top, if there is such a thing as a top procurator fiscal, but he was one of the head top corporator fiscals in Glasgow. And he says, oh, how you doing, guys? I believe there's something you want to tell me. Well, what are you fucking talking about? I said, well, you know what I'm talking about? I said, I know what you're talking about. He said, well, let me start the ball rolling. He says, we're here to talk about the bribe. And here to talk about the bribe. I mean, oh, we can't tell you nothing about the bribe. I think we're going to get fucking killed. He said, well, I believe my colleagues already spoke to you. You've been granted immunity. We give you this and give you that. We'll give you this and give you that. We said, no, you fucking Tommy Campbell's lying on trial with Shadow, relatives of yours. We give you the statement, then you're going to fucking manufacture evidence and fit them up. And they're going to get a jail for a crime that they never committed, with the aiding and abetting the jailbreak. Well, we know Campbell's in the jail and Shadow's in the jail, but I don't think there's much evidence on him. I said, well, no, the fucking neural, no, by the time you come to finish, you were fucking Jesus Christ doing as a witness against him, you know what I mean? So anyway, they never got much change out of us, that. So we went, well, look, we said, we'll wait till Tommy's trial's over. If you use any evidence to fucking fit them up, then we're not going to give you the statement. And they said, right, but there never had any fucking options, because it wasn't going to happen anyway, you know what I mean? I said, right, okay then. So back then you'd lay in the jail for 3 months for your indictment, do you know what I mean? So Tommy Campbell's trial, Shadow came up, their trial loomed up, and I was a witness for him. Jim was a witness for him. One said that, that obviously that he'd not able to escape. So there was 2 guys, a guy and a lassie, who gave evidence against Tommy Campbell, and Shadow saying they overheard them talking about Brick Runs out of jail. So obviously the question was, well, wasn't they 2 that broke you out of jail? And who was it? It was they 2. So we blamed the 2 Grassies who stopped Tommy and Shatter trying to accuse them of doing the jailbreak. And as luck would have it, they got a not proven out of the 2 of them, you know what I mean?
Really,
Aye, they got a not proven. I got a free stretch for my part in it. Jim got free, and Darcy got a free, I got a consecutive sentence.
Get the 3 year consec.
So we were never very popular throughout the years in the prison system, as you can well imagine, you know what I mean?
No, definitely, man,
And,
definitely.
And it didn't try and stop the escapes. I mean, it just fucking made us more determined, made us more ruthless, you know what I mean?
Back then it gives you something to focus on. Because back then you didn't have much. See, I'm just aware of the time, mate. Do you mind if we wrap this up just a wee bit early?
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock now, just the time I get home. That.
I'm coming back down the road tomorrow. Once I see Cokie, I could maybe catch up with you tomorrow if you wanted to finish it up.
If you want to do that, I could do a part 2 or something.
Yeah.
But no, I was just going to say,
Aye.
I could lead on to that. See, because your podcast, you've got your sign up there saying Ain't No Angels.
Yeah.
It's a podcast you're going to be starting soon. So
Yeah.
if you want to mention that, then.
Yeah, I can do that, aye. As of now, you mean?
As of now, I can just mention it just where people can hear your stories more, hear you do it when you start your own podcast, when it's coming out, if you've got any plans and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I've since started my own podcast. I'm not sitting idle at the moment in time because I'm trying to get my archives built up before I start putting the first one out or the second one out. I'd rather get a good shoe in front of me. But it's just jail related, and for people to come on and tell their stories or tell stories about any members of their family or friends who maybe not be able to come on themselves or maybe no longer here. But there is plenty of stories to tell about prisons, and I'm quite sure every prisoner's got a story. And you say there's a book in everybody, you know, so it just gives an idea, it just gives a chance for people to get all that pent up frustration out.
That vent, let them get that release through the top of it.
That they can come on and talk about stories, and some of them can be quite humorous, but some of them are quite tragic, you know what I mean? But I look upon this as you can treat it either, you know, I'd like it to be an educational thing and an entertainment thing, but hopefully an education for a younger generation who can see where it's all went wrong, just be sit and listen to somebody's podcast for an hour or 2.
Definitely give people an insight as well.
And maybe find a shortcut for themselves. You stay away, you know what I mean?
100%, man.
So,
learn the easy way rather than the hard way.
Yeah.
So, see if I could just ask you, right, see when you were given that 12-year sentence, where it all kind of goes back to, see if you'd been given a sentence like 4 years as you were expecting, or roughly a lot less, do you think things would have been different during that sentence?
I don't know. Somebody once says to me, I know what would have happened, Johnny, if you got probation? Well, maybe my mindset back then would have made me feel cocky and think, oh fuck it, I'll go and do another one.
Invincible.
So I really, all I can say is when I was at my worst moment in time, if somebody could have opened that cell door like that, you're going home right now, want to see you again. Go, it's isn't for you, mate. Then I might have got away with it. You know what I mean? I'd been thankful for that, man. But you know, it'd be nice to think these kind of things. But no, I've rather get probation. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that would have worked out any better for me, or I could have changed my ways. It just so happens that I couldn't fucking do the time. You know what I mean? I fucked up big time. You know what I mean? Fucked up big time on the inside. Fucked up big time on the outside. Fucked up any time and every time that I could fuck up. So I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for me going through this. Maybe they say God's got a plan for everybody, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe that, man.
So you know, why me? I can say, well, why me then? Why? I'd rather my plan was I can be the fucking the milkman or the farmhand. You know, I could pick somebody else to fucking be the prisoner and tell the stories and try and piece things together for people to listen to and educate them. So, but then you know, God's got a plan for everybody, and
that's the thing. It's maybe one day you can make sense of that and get that answer right with you.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't. There might be one day you just realise, wait a minute, it all makes sense. It just clicks.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Know what I mean?
I'm just waiting for me Father McDonald come back down and tell me, God's plan worked, Johnny. You're more than welcome to come into the big house, son.
Hoping he gives you that walk to the pearly gates.
Yeah. But that is you know, it's fucking life is beautiful. I mean, and it can be a remarkable life, even with all that suffering that is in it. You know what I mean? Because we're never ever going to get a chance to get it back again. It's a one half as far as I'm concerned. This life anyway.
Aye.
I'm not saying there's no life up there, but this is just a one half, and you know, you can feel pain and you can moan and groan and curse the heavens, curse the gods, and curse everybody that's in it. But when you sit back and reflect on it, what a beautiful opportunity and chances we've had. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. See, once you start appreciating it and being grateful, man, you realise how much opportunity you've got out there.
Then you see your own children, you see your own children come into the world. You're like, wow, man. And I can now realise why a lot of the guys who could have been in a lot of trouble in the prison didn't want to get into trouble in the prison because that was their pride and joy that fucking was out there. They maybe fucked up, man. I know what, fuck it, I was going to do this, my poor wins, you know what I mean? So, but it is a great life, isn't it? And I'm not saying, oh, I've had a terrible hard life and poor me. I've just made the best of what a bad situation, you know what I mean? And I've tried to help people with self-analysis on my problems and their problems as well, when you try to piece it together where it all went wrong for a lot. It's not a perfect world, obviously. No, you know what I mean? It's not a perfect world. But it's a beautiful world. You know what I mean? And we could have a lot gone for us, but I think it all depends on your generation. Do you know what I mean?
Your perspective as well. It's your attitude to it as well, man, because depending how you look at life, you know what I mean, it can be positive or negative.
I think it's a bit tougher now for kids there because this TikTok and that fucking all these videos, they just glorify crime, do you know what I mean? And you know, it's kind of hard for someone to find it hard to, you know, see what's reality and virtual reality. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it ends up too late if you get involved in it, man. You end up with a big sentence, and if you're into it, you're like, that feeling you get, like, what the fuck am I doing here? You realise it's real. I've experienced it. You know what I mean? So
plus you've got the drug situation as well, haven't you, John? You know what I mean? And that must have been the drugs would have only served one purpose for a lot of people, regardless of what drugs you're on, would be some sort of sense of freedom. Do you know what I mean? A switch off. You know what I mean? And
numb the pain.
Aye, of course, aye. And I couldn't do nothing like that. I was struggling. You know, I was really struggling, and I'd seen my uncle who was in a mental hospital on drugs all his life, and I've seen my pals in the jail on drugs all their jail days, and it's fucking frightening. They've no quality of life, man. They're just walking around in circles.
And definitely breaks the spirit.
And that's jail drugs, you know what I mean? Then you've got the other drugs that people are taking to switch off with the hardship within the prison, you know what I mean? I mean, we should have all saying, but great, we give you a tablet, you went to jail, John, you fucking fell asleep and woke up and your sentence was over. Well, that's practically what's happening right now. Essentially, guys are going in there fucking for the day, they go into the day, come out, they're getting Valium and fucking whatever else. You know what I mean? So
coming out shells of themselves.
It's no ideal, you know what I mean? It's not really ideal. What is the answer? Actually, you could talk to the cows come home, couldn't you? Know what I mean?
I know. That's
and
it.
everybody have their own response to it. I mean, when you all agree, it would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just debatable, isn't it? I mean,
Very debatable, man. People have got their own opinions and
yeah,
people have got sympathy, some others don't, man. But as you say, it's all about perspective, innit?
yeah.
But it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, man. I think we could definitely do another part 2. You know what I mean? That was about 4 hours we done, man. But you've led such an interesting life. You're such an interesting guy, a great talker. You make my job easy for me, which is a good thing, man. So it's been an absolute pleasure and I appreciate you welcoming me down here. Yeah.
I'll come back down and see you anyway, Jordan. Anyway.
Aye, so just give us a shout. We'll catch up on the 30th and we do social sessions as well.
I'll definitely come back down and we can do it. I'll bring my wee Ingrid down with me.
Aye, bring it with you, man. Ref it. But an absolute pleasure, my friend. Right, people, Johnny Boy Steele, like, subscribe, don't get wide. Catches.
Premeditated pattern.